I don't get this, Frankie. I don't get this, because if this is the way that Vicky was feeling, then... Why didn't she say anything when she called me?
You said she was cut off,
Yeah,
right?
I know, but... If this is the direction that she was headed, then I would have heard something in her voice. I would have had some kind of clue.
Are you sure that's her handwriting?
Absolutely.
Well, could she have written it under duress?
It's possible. Look, I don't care about this. I'm going to find Vicky. If this is what she really means, then I want to hear it face to face.
Okay, let's look at it again. Maybe if we get the fax number... Wait a second. This isn't Switzerland. Area code 202 is Washington.
That's Grant's D.C. office number.
You think they're back in the country?
No. I think that Grant sent this message to his office and had a member of his staff fax it over here.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, it proves that my gut was right. It proves that this whole damn thing is a setup, Frankie.
You think?
Yeah, well... Come on, Vicky would never want something this personal to be seen by a member of Grant's staff.
Yeah, that is pretty fishy.
It might be one of Grant's manipulations.
Well, how could he have made her write something like this against her will?
I don't know, Frankie. The stakes are way up for Grant. I mean, he knows that I went down to Washington to look for Vicky, and Spencer's probably telling him right now that I'm on my way to Switzerland to find them out.
Oh, well, he must be very desperate.
I can't even imagine what Grant must have done to her to make her write something like that.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to fly to Switzerland tonight. I don't care how many roadblocks Grant puts in my way. I'm going to find Vicky.
Glad to hear it, son.
Carl, how long you been listening at the keyhole?
Long enough to be proud of you. You're going to win Victoria back, I know it.
I'm sure you would like to do your pom-pom routine and your cheerleading number, but right now I don't have the stomach.
Well, I offer you my best wishes, my undying love and my support.
Glad to hear it. Now, please go.
May I take you to the airport?
Look, I don't have time to wait until the morning. I'm going to catch a flight to New York tonight, and then maybe I can catch a midnight flight into Europe.
You're probably still going to have to change flights a couple times.
Now, look, your lover is imprisoned in an alpine village. It could take you better than 24 hours to reach her. In the meantime, Spencer will have made contact with Grant, and Victoria will be gone long before you ever reach the clinic.
He's right.
Well, what do you want me to do, Carl? Hijack the Concorde?
Well, this is none of my business, of course, but I was at the airport earlier this evening making arrangements for some shipping bits and pieces. And I happened to find out that Senator Harrison's private jet is sitting there. It's just had its routine maintenance. Now, isn't it about time that you took advantage of the fact that you are the senator's half-brother?
What would Grant do if he found out?
Well, you can be clever. After all, you're my son. And what a delicious irony. To use the senator's jet, to steal the senator's wife.
I can't unless I know you want me as well.
I do.
Let's start over. Let's start over on equal footing. With a new commitment to each other, a new vow to each other. No reservations. I love you, Victoria. I need to know that you feel the same about me.
I wouldn't have married you if I didn't care about you. You put up with all my craziness. I'll always be grateful to you. Because you helped me believe in myself, Grant.
Is that all?
You'll always hold a very dear place in my heart.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were trying to say goodbye.
No.
Well, I'll always be grateful is not exactly what I wanted to hear. Why can't you say it, Victoria?
It doesn't matter what I say, it matters how I feel.
I need to hear that much before
Grant.
we begin again. That's all that matters. always love you. As long as I live.
I'll take my advice about Grant's private jet. I'd gladly give you mine, but I know you'll probably refuse it.
Well, you got that right.
It's bloody silly, isn't it? When a son cannot accept the charity from his own father. I hope Cass never has this problem.
Carl, weren't you just leaving?
And by the way, did you convey my message to Cass? You know, it's so foolish of him to continue to try and dig up dirt on me.
Carl, is that a threat?
Look, I'm concerned about Cass and Mary Frances. They shouldn't be separated now that there's a little one on the way.
How the hell did you know I'm pregnant?
My psychic powers. No, I heard you on the phone at the courthouse, and that's really sweet of Cass. It's so tender of him. You know, Cass himself is getting morning sickness. Well, it's a new age pregnancy.
Carl, this is none of your business.
Well, can't I wish the happy couple my congratulations? With all my heart, Mary Frances. You know, Cass should be here, tending to his wife. Not off on a wild goose chase, looking for incriminating evidence on me. Don't you let Cass miss another moment of your pregnancy. You know, for as long as I live, I shall miss those magical months when Justine was carrying this one. And when he was born, I wasn't there. I wasn't there to hold him. Wasn't there to watch him grow up, teach him, play with him. Let him teach me. A child's unconditional love has to be the most precious gift. My very best wishes, Mary Frances. Ryan, find Victoria and never let her go.
He has got some hell of a nerve insisting how much he loves you and at the same time managing to threaten Cass.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry he upset you, Frankie.
I just wish he had never come back for everyone's sake.
He's got a point, though, Frankie. Look, you and Cass shouldn't be involved in this. No, I mean, you guys deserve to be happy.
Well, so do you.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm ever going to have what you and Cass have.
Of course you will. After you get to Switzerland, you'll straighten out this whole mess with Vicky, and then she'll realize that the two of you always belong together. Then you'll get married, and you and she and Stephen will be a family, and there'll be more little ones on the way. You're going to be a wonderful father, Ryan.
I hope so. First, we gotta find Vicky.